Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is unlikely to go far in his career, even if he sometimes talks about doing great things. When real effort is needed, he tends to step back and avoid difficult situations. If you're hoping to see steady progress and growth from him, you might end up waiting a long time.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he quietly pulls away rather than bounce back. He's not the type to fight through problems or look for new solutions. Usually, he'll just accept the situation and try to avoid making waves. Don't expect him to tackle trouble head on or stand up for himself much.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
At work, people probably see him as polite and easy to get along with. He doesn't start fights or get pulled into arguments. Most of the time, he tries to keep everyone happy and avoids making trouble. He may not stand out as a leader or someone everyone looks up to, but he's not likely to make enemies either.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he's unlikely to feel insecure or threatened. In fact, he'll probably be quietly supportive and polite about your success, but don't expect loud celebrations or deep pride either. He might simply stay in the background, letting you shine and doing his own thing.
What if you start earning more than him?
No, he's not the type to secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He doesn't tie his self worth to money or success, so your higher income won't bother him much. Most likely, he'll accept it quietly and not make a big fuss.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not someone who spends money carelessly, but he also isn't highly organized or strict about saving. Most of the time, he'll avoid big risks or flashy purchases, preferring to keep things simple and safe. But he may also forget to plan ahead or keep close track of every rupee.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't try to show off or pretend to be wealthier than he really is. He's content with a simple lifestyle and doesn't feel the need to impress others with flashy things or unnecessary expenses. What you see is what you get. He's honest about what he can afford and doesn't put up a false front.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's generally gentle and polite, so he won't be harsh or selfish with others. While he's not especially generous, he's not stingy either. He will share when asked, but won't go out of his way to offer help or gifts. He believes in keeping the peace and being agreeable more than making bold gestures.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is not secretive or controlling about money. In fact, he tends to be straightforward and easygoing about financial matters. However, don't expect him to take the lead in managing the finances either.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He won't insist that housework is only your job, but he also won't jump up to take charge or organize things himself. He prefers keeping the peace and avoiding fights, so if you ask him to help, he will probably do his part quietly. He doesn't have strong opinions about who should do what, he just wants everyone to get along.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's likely to help if you ask him directly, but he won't take the lead with chores or diapers on his own. He prefers to follow along rather than step up and organize things. He's not the type to supervise you or boss you around. He'll simply go along to keep things peaceful.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He doesn't like arguments, so he won't push back just to prove his point. Instead, he'll listen quietly and may even agree just to avoid a fight, even if he doesn't fully understand your side. You might wish for more passion or stronger opinions from him, but at least you won't get stuck in endless debates.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays calm and respectful. He isn't the type to shout, say hurtful things, or act in an aggressive way. You won't have to worry about harsh words or scary outbursts from him.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he does not get angry quickly. He's quite steady and avoids arguments or loud scenes. You won't often see sudden bursts of anger or frustration from him.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is more likely to quietly accept his mistakes rather than blame you or start an argument. If he's wrong, he may say sorry, though it might be in a gentle, simple way rather than a big apology. His main goal is to keep things peaceful, so he avoids finger pointing and harsh words.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He is not pushy or forceful and avoids any kind of conflict or pressure. If you set a limit or say no to something, he is likely to step back right away and not question you. He values peace and will be careful not to make you uncomfortable.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the kind to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of feeling rejected or getting upset, he'll accept your decision quietly and move on. Instead, he's likely to respect your feelings and avoid any argument or hard feelings.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He is not the type to use your personal or intimate experiences against you or to embarrass you later. He values peace and avoids hurting others, even in tense situations.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He prefers stability and avoids unnecessary drama or complications in relationships. You won't find him chasing excitement or constantly seeking attention from others.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive or the jealous type. He doesn't have a strong urge to control you, watch your every move, or act suspicious about your actions. He doesn't want extra tension in life, so he avoids behaving in controlling ways.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a cover for being controlling. He is gentle and prefers keeping the peace rather than bossing others around. With him, you can expect understanding, not hidden rules or restrictions.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He won't demand that you do all the parenting, but he also might not take much initiative himself. He prefers peace and goes along with what's asked. So if you need help, you'll usually have to ask him directly. While he won't refuse to help, he's not likely to split the responsibilities evenly on his own.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will usually stay calm and not lose his temper. He is very patient and gentle, and he doesn't react with anger or harsh words. Even in stressful moments, he avoids big outbursts and wants a calm home.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He is not someone who pressures you to fit into one box or expects you to give up your own interests and dreams. If you need support and understanding for your own path, you can count on his gentle acceptance.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, this is not the kind of man who would secretly wait for you to quit your career after having a child. He is not controlling or pushy, and he doesn't have strong plans for how your life should look. He won't pressure you to give up your job or suddenly change the rules.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will most likely treat your parents with polite manners, but don't expect a lot of real warmth or deep bonding from him. He avoids conflict and wants to keep things pleasant, so he'll be respectful and gentle during family visits. He will never be rude, but his care will mostly stay on the surface unless you help to bring everyone closer. He is more likely to try and adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and quietly rather than make things worse. He doesn't like arguments or drama, so he'll try to keep the peace, even if it means stepping back or avoiding direct confrontation. While this means he won't create bigger problems, you might wish he stood up for you more strongly.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he is not the type to suddenly expect you to act like a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives if he is modern with you at home. He doesn't have strong ideas or strict rules about your role, and he avoids creating tension by making new demands. With him, you can expect a calm and gentle approach without surprises or double standards.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it rather than take a strong stand, whether for you or his family. He prefers calm and avoids conflict, so he probably won't get actively involved or pick sides. He won't speak against you or blame you, but he also may not speak up for you unless you ask for his support directly.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not strongly attached to being a mummy's boy, but he also isn't bold about taking anyone's side. If there's a conflict with his mother, he's most likely to remain quiet and try to keep things peaceful rather than openly choose your side or his mother's. Don't expect him to strongly defend you unless you very gently explain what you need from him.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values peace and personal boundaries and prefers to keep sensitive matters within the relationship rather than involve others. If you do feel he's oversharing, a gentle conversation is enough. He doesn't want drama or to make you uncomfortable.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Day in and day out, being with this man means a calm and simple life. You'll rarely deal with big fights, heated words, or power struggles. He prefers peace over drama.